This is Dr. Andrew Jones. In this edition of Veterinary Secrets, I'm going to be discussing the question of whether or not you should be plucking your dog's ears to help prevent and or treat ear infections. What do you think? Where's he? What is he? Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. In this video we once again have Maya. She's a lovely little golden doodle who just so happens to have big furry ears, especially inside her ear. And her owners had said that she'd had recurring ear infections until they've come here to lovely sunny Baja, Mexico, which is really interesting. So first of all, for you guys that have dogs, especially these dogs with recurring ear infections, it's super frustrating. I'm going to discuss a couple of the specific remedies. Before I do that though, I just want to show you her ears and talk a little bit about, this whole thing about ear plucking or not. So here's the inside of Maya's, this is her ear. Oh, good girl. So looking in her left ear, it's pretty furry. She's a super tolerant dog. And when you're starting to look into the lateral part of the ear canal, it's really difficult to see much there. I mean, she's got all that hair that's deep in there. Aw. And, initially when I was in veterinary practice, good girl Maya, and I, advise more often than not, start to pluck your dog's ear as a puppy, to make it easier to help airflow, at least that was the thought, to help prevent these recurring ear infections. But that doesn't seem to be always the case for many dogs. For the bulk of the dogs that have recurring ear infections, the actual current thought now is there's an underlying allergy that's triggering it. It's allergic. So if we're trying to sort of prevent your dog from having these recurrent ear infections, we need to sort of be looking at the basis of what they may or not be allergic to. Likely with Maya, because she's come here, she's no longer having these recurring ear problems. Likely she's got some type of airborne allergy. They've moved somewhere else. They've left sort of British Columbia, come here to the Baja. She doesn't have the same pollens, for instance. Maybe it's these house dust mites indoors that aren't the same. So she doesn't have these allergic signs. It stopped her recurring ear infection. The other big point though is that, they had been regularly plucking her ears, taking this fur, all this hair out of the inside of her ear canals to help with airflow. At least that's, what I told clients to do. The problem though when you do that is, first of all, once you start, you need to keep doing it, generally. Secondly, every time you pluck that hair, you're going to cause local irritation and inflammation. And that may actually be the trigger for, some of the ear irritations, the secondary ear infection. So sort of my general thought now is that if your dog is happy, healthy, no recurring ear infections, leave the hair alone. Don't start plucking your ear, especially as a puppy. Secondly, in terms of treating these recurring ear infections, I've got a couple different videos I've already discussed this, but there's two specific points. First of all, most of the recurring ear infections, there's a primary allergy. The secondary problem is usually we're having yeast that are growing in these ears. So it's a black, sort of smelly, kind of this black debris. Many people or many dog owners think that it's actually an ear mite. Most of these guys, it's yeast that's causing it. The two big things topically that you can look at treating your dog with, first of all, a 20% solution of 20% apple cider vinegar to 80% green tea is a great combination. You can mix that up, squirt just enough into your dog's ear to fill into the ear canal here, rub the base of her ear here, like this, so it's squishing. You can do that twice a day for generally 3 to 5 days. Often that's enough to treat a yeast infection. The second thing you could look at doing is using something topical that's just used for yeast. Something such as Monistat, Canesten. The specific antifungal in that is clotrimazole. That's a common antifungal we use in veterinary practice. You can use that topically as well. It's more of a cream, so you're going to squirt the cream just in here into her ear, rub the base, mix it up well, and that'll treat most of those yeast infections. So my big point, if your dog doesn't have recurring ear problems, don't start plucking their ears. It may be that actually may be some of the trigger. For some of these dogs that have recurring ear infections, better just not to irritate the ear in the first place. The second point, get to the underlying problem. If it's an allergy, help deal with the underlying allergy. If it's an airborne allergy, try to seek that out. If it's a food allergy, start doing some type of secondary food trial. And the third big thing, start looking at treating yeast if you've got a recurring ear infection, using either that apple cider vinegar or green tea combination, or just one of the topical antifungals I discussed. So thanks you guys for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets. Thanks again, Maya, for being here in the Baja and letting me film her. It's awesome. So once again, I'd love for you to click down there to like this video, click up there to subscribe to my channel, and lastly, click that link directly in the box below. When you do that, you sign up for my newsletter. I can send you my free books and my free videos on how to heal your dogs at home with my top natural remedies. All right, Maya, you're free. Good girl.